Blast off.
That's the first thing that comes in. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Wattpad Book Club. I'm your host, Phoenix, and today I got my lovely friend over here, Lego.
Hello.
Yeah, well, hello and welcome back, man.
Yeah, I'm glad to be back.
Yeah, we just spent like 20 minutes before this yapping. That's all we do is yap.
That's what I come here to do every week. I don't come here for the book. I come here to spend time with a friend.
Oh my god, that's so romantic. But oh yeah, so the wheel was spun. What did we even read last time? It was the Vox X reader, right?
Yes, that amazing masterpiece of a book.
I've never seen anyone so into the Vox X readers other than me. It's a little like unnerving. I'm like going, is there competition right now?
No, I don't want your man.
Alright, good. That's mine.
Yeah, I don't want your man. I have my own people.
Yeah. We literally talked about, like, before this, so, like, if ever I've ever stopped loving TV men is the day the world ends, and everyone starts fucking freaking out in Discord, asking if everything's okay.
Like, the Discord server just starts catching on fire.
Yeah. Everyone's like, is Phoenix okay? is everything good? Like, how about this picture of Vox? Like, how does it make you feel? I'm like, I mean, like, it's alright. Maybe, like, a 3 out of 10. They're like, what the fuck? The world's ending!
Someone kidnapped Phoenix. This isn't the real you.
Yeah, witch! Oh, fuck. Alright. We're not going to be reading about a Vox X reader. Although I wish the wheel is very gracious with us today.
Yeah, I really wish it was.
Yeah. It was. It's not going to be today. You already predicted the future.
Prediction. Oh wait, do I need to turn off POV replacer?
But you can keep it on. There's nothing to replace.
Okay.
But I'm like picturing you're like, actually, I'm Lego from an hour into this recording. We're actually gonna get radio static again.
And then I scream and cry.
Yeah, that's when we rig the wheel.
I hated that book so much.
Alright, this is the Emily X Lute. From what I remember, Luke is gay and homophobic. Emily is sunshine and rainbows. Adam's dead. And Lute doesn't have an arm. Alright. That's good enough, right? and they have feelings for one another. That's also important.
Yeah, Emily's also gay.
Yeah, they're gay and in heaven, which is, like, confusing the fuck out of Luke. Lute. Fuck.
I've been saying Luke as well.
My bad. It's like one
You're just
letter
saying
off.
Luke. You're just over here like, Luke is gay and homophobic.
What a crazy twist. He's got that internalized homophobia. Alright, do you want to be heads or tails to go first?
Okay. I'll be heads.
Okay. It's tails, I get to read first. Alright,
Good.
I'm so fucking prepped for this. Kinda want a pizza. I'm so hungry.
I'm gonna have pizza tomorrow.
Nice. Alright, a helping hand. And I can't say the joke because we're recording. Alright. Fuck, Lute's POV, not Luke. Fuck Luke.
Please don't tell me we're going to be saying Luke this whole time.
I'll try not to. It's literally one letter off. I didn't get a wink of sleep last night. I just spent those 8 hours doing was crying for the loss of my closest friend. I miss Adam so much. He's always been there for me when I needed it most, and surprisingly, he was even supportive of me. I just wish I was there. I was still here. What?
What?
I just wish I was still here. Me too. Me as a dead ghost. Anyway, once I felt ready to, I got out of bed and decided to wash my face and brush my teeth. I was horrified for what I saw when I looked at myself in the mirror, but it was my own fault. I did this to myself. It was my fault I hadn't grabbed Emily to save me earlier and spared Adam. It was my fault I decided to go through with all this and ended up with a best friend who was no longer here, my thoughts were too depressing, and I didn't want to try and talk about them with anyone, especially not Emily. She's just too innocent to hear all this stuff. She's having night terrors in the next room. You know, I had a stress stream. I've had like 3 stress streams back to back, and they've been not the same. I don't know, man. I'll tell you about them.
Seems like you're really struggling today already.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I had to stress you about my interview in 2 hours.
It'll go fine.
Yeah, I had to stress you about my mom's birthday present and whatnot. Like, my sister sandbagging me on the present. Like, what together. I had a second stress stream. It was it was like a nice guy begging me on a date, and I did it out of pity, and then like I got held at gunpoint. I don't know why. And then the third one was like some kind of secret agent shit when I was bringing shit over to like this some I don't know, Supreme Court, and every time I would get like dodged in bullets and shit. My dreams are getting more violent.
What is this?
Yeah, they were all stress
What are you, James Bond?
I guess I was just like avoiding like getting like sniped in the head while trying to bring over this like sensitive information.
What are you trying to bring? The Krabby Patty secret formula?
I guess. You pointed really hard at my head on a stick on that one. I love how the dreams escalated to just like, man, I don't know what to get my mom for her birthday and whatnot, to I'm getting shot at by secret agents while I'm trying to deliver sensitive information. Fuck,
I think you need someone to talk about that.
Yeah, I don't know how to bring that up. Fuck, Emily's POV. Maybe she's having night terrors for us to make fun of instead.
Yeah.
I normally get sleep really easily, but not last night. I had been too distracted by the fact that Adam was gone. Even though he wasn't close to me, he was close to Lute. I feel so guilty that I had completely forgotten about the extermination and let the Exorcists defend for themselves. Even though I don't support their views and ideas, they're still my people in a way. I then decided to forget all that nonsense and just head to breakfast to clear my head. Maybe then I could see Lute, and we could talk about everything that happened. But when I got there, she wasn't there. I tried looking around before I ate, but I couldn't find her at all. Sarah, do you know where Lute is? I asked, stuffing a sandwich in my mouth. It's breakfast! Is it a breakfast sandwich?
I have no idea. I just see her like grabbing the sandwich and just stuffing it all in her mouth at once.
Yeah, she's looking for Lute, just big back ass. After everything that's happened yesterday, she's probably going through a lot, Sarah explained. She's probably in her room. Okay, I responded very cheerfully and was about to fly off, but then she suddenly stopped me. You probably shouldn't bother her, this higher Seraphim said. She needs time to grieve. But we can grieve together, I replied with a smile. Man, so fucking optimistic. You know your friend's missing an arm, right?
She's just living in her own happy land. Maybe Lute was right. Maybe she is too innocent.
Yeah, maybe she is too innocent to be knowing about all this shit. She's like, what do you mean? Adam's just sleeping, right? And they're like, oh, how do we tell her?
How do we address this to her?
Yeah. Adam's
For
not
being in
coming
her,
back.
20s?
Yeah. She's like 1,000 years old, and they have to explain the concept of death to her, even though she's in heaven. She knew she couldn't stop me, so she just smiled back and nodded for me to excuse myself. So with that, I took a place and grabbed a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, as that is her favorite, and flew over to her room. Lute's POV. I don't know if a PB&J sandwich is going to make me feel better about not having an arm, but thank you, Emily. I appreciate it.
We're a best friend.
Yeah. Suddenly, I heard a knock at my door. I wasn't really too sure if I wanted to answer, but I knew there was a huge chance it was Emily, and that I didn't want to upset her, as she's the only person I've left. So I flew over and opened the door. On the other side was Emily, but she didn't look like her usual self. For the first time, I'd seen her with a frown. Hi, Lute. Are you alright? She asked. I so badly wanted to lie, so she so I would be left alone with my thoughts. But then again, this is my crush. I didn't want to push her away any potential of us getting together, so I did it. I'm not feeling the greatest, I muttered in response, feeling embarrassed that I admitted it. Do you want to talk about it? She then asked. I mean, this would mean I could spend so much needed time with her, so... Sure! I responded, and then opened the door wide for her.
I just love the change in voices. It's just like, so down, then sure!
You wanna, like, talk about it? Absolutely!
Come on in, buddy!
Yeah, I got so much tea to share with you. I flew onto my bed and she followed behind me. We both sat at the edge beside each other, and it reminded me back when I comfortably heard about the jury of if a sinner can be redeemed. How are you doing without your arm? The Seraphim asked. I looked down and realized that one of my arms was gone. Wait a minute, you didn't know? I was so wrapped up in my grief that I completely forgot I didn't realize it was missing.
You just missed, like, that you don't have an entire arm.
Oh my god, that's so fucking funny. Most people don't oh, I forgot I was missing my pencil. You don't... No, that's my
You know, that would be me. I'm gonna lose my arm, and I'm just gonna forget I lost it.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
And I'm gonna try to move my arm to grab something.
What my arm at?
And just nothing happens. And I'm just like, oh, my arm!
What is
and relive the same trauma again.
Yeah. Oh fuck, what's that? It's like a country ass like thing. Is like if like you misplace stuff so often, you would lose your head if it wasn't attached to your body. Like some shit like that.
My parents say that to me all the time.
Yeah. That's Lou right now.
If your head wasn't attached to your body, you wouldn't know where it is right now.
Yeah, that's the phrase. I was like, something about losing a head. I seem to be functioning without it. I'm more in pain about the loss, I replied, and then asked, how do you feel about the whole situation? I mean, I don't really know Adam that well, Emily muttered. I am obviously sad, but I know you were definitely feeling it worse. There was then some silence, or that was until I felt the whip or truth whip on me and spilled all of the depressing beans. I miss my wife, Tails. I'm sorry, I miss Adam so much. I just want to believe so much that he's still here, but he isn't, I admitted. Yeah! Sorry, Emily responded. Sorry, I just heard the sympathetically. That wasn't sympathetically, but
No, I was thrilled. Yeah! I've ever heard somebody say to someone who just died.
I miss my grandfather so much. I don't know what to do without him. Yeah, you're right. You'll get through this.
You just gotta have courage.
Yeah, you gotta tone it down, man. I'm not optimistic right now. I just want to annihilate that little cleaner girl that stabbed him, but what would that get me? I asked. Nowhere. He's still gone. She reminded him. Or me, fuck. Putting a comforting hand on my shoulder. If only I could have realized this would hurt you and end up at the extermination before you could get hurt, I mumbled. I feel that same way, Emily admitted. I just don't know how I'll be able to live without him, I exclaimed. But? Emily asked, a smile starting to form on her face and mine. But he didn't want to see me like this, I said. He would want to see my sassy attitude kick back in and feel happy. I'm spending more time with you. I don't know about that one.
Wait, wasn't he like joking around with them in an earlier chapter?
Yeah, I think so. And then he fucking died the next episode. Yeah, I knew I could make you feel better, Emily explained, wrapping her arms around me with joy. Wow, that happened to me there? I asked. That was a rush of emotions. Oh, what? Okay. What you just went through is known as the 5 stages of grief, Emily explained. Though normally it takes weeks, months, or even years to to the acceptance stage. You went through it all in a minute. Because she was
so optimistic.
Yeah, like, Emily, you gotta tone it down. We're grieving. Because she started to make me feel a bit better, I decided to hug her back. This was also nice, but it couldn't last forever. If you ever need me, I'm always willing to lend a hand. Literally. Oh, you fucking bitch. Emily said as she's about to exit my room, giving me a wink. Thank you for everything, I explained, a blush starting to creep on my face. No problem. Bye-bye, the Seraphim responded, and then closed the door on me. As soon as she left, the blush disappeared, and all 5 stages of grief suddenly swirled around my head. It's like without her and Adam, I'm falling apart. What she did was sweet, and I really do appreciate it, but I can't let this happen again. I can't continue being a burden to her. I know what I have to do next. Can you clue us in, Lute? Oh my god, it's from the fucking... Oh, you see the art for the next one?
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
Don't make a deal with the devil lady. Oh, that's such a cool chapter name.
Yeah.
Don't make a deal with the devil lady.
The devil lady.
It makes you so much less menacing being called the devil lady.
Yeah.
Lute's POV. I was so glad when Emily left me to it. Even though I would have liked to spend a little bit more time with her, I just feel like a burden to her right now. And I'll stay that way as long as Adam is gone. That is why I decided to make things right. So with that, I flew out my bedroom window and far away. It didn't feel right that I was just flying away from my problems. But on the other hand, I was actually flying towards a solution. I just feel bad that I've been lying to Emily. Soon enough, I arrived at a beach with pale sand and a beautiful pink ocean in front of it. Immediately, I found a deck chair with long blonde hair flowing out of it. I marched over to Lilith to find Lilith sat there. She was staring at a vast ocean while sipping from a glass of red wine. It took a few clicks of fingers for me to get her attention. "Hello, Lilith," I said. What kind of voice would Lilith have?
I have no idea. We've never heard it. Oh, fuck. What's that big booba lady's name that's like 9 feet tall?
Lady Dimitrescu?
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of like it.
Oh my god. I've had her on my mind for a while.
Whoa. Oh my god, I've had Vox on my mind for a while. Twinsies!
Twin! Hello, Lute. Excuse me, but I'm busy right now, so you can bother me later. Lilith responded rudely and then avoided my gaze by continuing to stare off into space. This is urgent, and I'm not leaving until you help me, I protested, stamping my foot on the floor, and then kicked some sand on her. The nerve of you, she yelled, but then took a deep breath as she tried to remain hurtful. Sorry, but with what? Adam is dead, and I want him back, I exclaimed. Lilith chuckled, then proceeded. Why would you want him back? He was useless anyways, letting himself be killed by a little girl, she said. Lilith was starting to get on my nerves, like how I was getting on hers, but I couldn't lose my temper. There's a lot of bad stuff she could do with me. Why don't we make a deal? I suggested, giving a smug smile as I knew she loved that kind of thing. Exactly what type of deal? She questioned, her voice sounding intrigued. If you bring back Adam, I could become a fallen angel, I said. The lady was left jaw-dropped by my suggestion, which was odd because I thought I was annoying her. A fallen angel? That only happens to angels that actually have done wrong things. All you did was flick a little sand on me, Lilith argued against. I just can't live in a world without him. Besides, I would feel guilty if I went back to Emily, having made a much more simple deal when I've lied about so much to her. She would feel so hurt. I would explain, holding back my tears as I did so. Lilith didn't want this to be, but she didn't want to argue any further. Okay, if you're ready, she replied reluctantly, holding out her hand. I was born ready, she exclaimed determinedly. Before I could shake it, I could see out of the corner of my eye that someone had landed nearby us. I was frightened when I turned to see Emily was marching through the sand viciously with an angry expression on her face, one that I had never seen before. What are you doing here? She asked. I stuttered, but she cut me off very quickly. How could you trust Lilith enough to almost make a deal with her? She questioned. We've known each other for years, and yet you trust her more than me? And what is exactly wrong with me? Lilith asked, confused by everything that was going on. You're sketchy, manipulative, and a B-word if you think you can just slur my precious Lou until you win with your lies and schemes, Emily.
I'm sorry. A B-word!
I'm just gonna start saying that to people. And you're a B-word.
No, you gotta do the whole thing that she did. Hold on. What was it?
You're sketchy, manipulative, and a B-word if you think you can. You don't understand. I tried to argue, but then she turned to me and gave me the most threatening death stare I've ever seen in my life. You don't understand. And I thought we had a special bond. I tried to calm down, but she had lost it at that point. She pushed Lilith off her deck chair and stormed off back to civilization. I quickly helped Lilith back up since I wasn't ready to confront my angry crush yet. So, do you still want to make a deal? Lilith asked. No thanks. I don't think now is the right time. I responded and then stared off into the distance.
Oh my god, epically.
Oh my god, they're releasing the Chaggie one now.
That's crazy. We're doing this so fucking backwards. A double date for disaster. Alright, well I can't wait for this.
Wait, is this how Emily and Luke broke up?
Oh shit.
Oh my god, it makes so much more sense now.
Oh my god, everything is tied together. They're not gonna be a happy couple in this.
No!
Also, I just want to point out, I was like, what the fuck went into the quote folder? And it was Luke is gay and homophobic. And I'm like, god damn it. But, alright, yeah, a double date disaster. I can't wait to see this shit. Emily's POV. Last night, I couldn't get any sleep because of the stuff reflecting on my actions. Sure, Lou was putting herself in danger, but by trying to make a deal with the untrustworthy Lilith. But did I really have to lash out on both of them? I never ever done anything like that before, and now I feel guilty over it. So, in the middle of the night, I wrote a letter to Charlie and arranged something, and then waited until the next day to try and talk to Lute. When I knew she would be awake, I got out of bed tiredly and quickly brushed my morning routine before arriving at the breakfast table. I swear she has another sandwich. Usually I sit by Sarah, but as soon as I saw Lute, I immediately flew over to her. I'm really sorry about everything I did yesterday. I really shouldn't have lashed out at you and Lilith. I apologized. Lute was taken aback at first, but after a second of processing, she immediately tried to argue against it. No, it isn't your fault. It's mine for trying to do something selfish like that. That really wouldn't benefit anyone but myself, she protested, picking up a sandwich. Fucking hell, it's always a sandwich.
Wait, how many sandwiches were in the last book?
I don't know. I just think it's always fun. It's like it's breakfast and they pick up a fucking sandwich. I'm not even like picturing them as like fucking like breakfast sandwiches. I'm picturing them as like you put cream cheese and like cucumber slices in them, and
That's exactly what I was picturing.
that's just like that's their meal.
Like, what's up with this guy's obsession with sandwiches?
Yeah, I could go for a sandwich right now. It wasn't selfish, I replied, picking up a sandwich for myself. It so was, she replied. The two of you are like an old married couple, Sarah chuckled. It's adorable. We both turned red like a tomato and then went quiet until I managed to form a conversation that I wanted to play out. So, to apologize for what happened, I decided to arrange something that I think you love, I said. What is it? She asked, skeptically. We're going on a double date with Charlie and Vaggie, I announced. Or what? He explained, so loud I had to cover my ears. Inner voices, please. Otherwise, we're gonna have to ask you to leave, Sarah said sternly. It's fine, we're just about to go anyway, I replied and then dragged Lute out of the room. Lute, POV. Nothing makes sense right now. First, I get into an argument with my crush, and now we're going on a double date with the Princess of Hell and Vaggie. Why are those two? Why couldn't it be just us? Sorry to be rude, but why with those two? I asked once we were far enough away from the other angels. Because I think it'd be great exercise to rebuild our trust with each other, and also with your old friend and her girlfriend, Emily explained. Fine, when is it? I asked. Emily checked her watch and answered, in about 5 minutes. Better get ready. Tim, they just had breakfast. What are they gonna have? Other breakfast?
I have no idea.
5 minutes? What about my breakfast? I explained, taking a bite out of my sandwich that I brought along with me. Emily snatched the sandwich out of me and then hurled it into the sky. It's giving that one moment. It was like, Angel quit? No, he didn't fucking quit. And then just takes Vox's phone and chucks it at the wall and breaks it. It's giving that.
He left!
Dude, like, my fucking phone.
The ungrateful whore!
Yeah, but Lute's just like, my fucking sandwich. I didn't get to eat. What breakfast? She then said and acted like nothing happened. I was left The woman was too stunned to speak, but I quickly stopped gawking at her.
I said I would be bad.
Yeah.
You just took my food away.
Yeah, my cream cheese and cucumber sandwich. But I quickly stopped gawking at her so I can get ready. So that I flew off. I don't exactly have any other clothes, but my Exorcist uniform covering with bloodstains, so the only reason I went back was to grab my angelic spear, just in case I was to get into a fight. But while I was waiting for the Seraphim to pick me up and take me to wherever we're supposed to be going, I couldn't help but feel nervous. Most of the reasons that the last time I saw Vaggie was when we were fighting during the extermination, and for whatever reason, she saved my life only to cause more pain. Well, she spared you. Don't get her wrong, she didn't save your life. She wants you to suffer eternally.
Yeah, she doesn't want you to live without it.
Yeah. Also, that was the last prior conversation we had back when we were friends, which was years ago. But the other reason was, I've never done anything that could be considered romantic with anyone, and a double date is just a big step that I don't even know if she likes me back. Brother. She's arranged a double date, I think she likes you.
I don't think I think this is her first time being gay.
Yeah. It's her first time being gay, don't be nice to her. I just so wish that Charlie doesn't bring it up, or Chaggie will bring it up. Suddenly I heard a knock at my bedroom door, and all my worries disappeared. I opened the door to find Emily, which was an astoundingly beautiful blue dress. She had both disappointing and confused look on her face as she saw me, though. Don't you have anything else to wear? She asked. No. I sighed. She snapped her fingers, and boom! A black suit appeared on me. It felt so cozy. I could tell my from Crush liked it as well, because the light blush appeared on her face. Quickly after, we linked arms, and then I let her guide me to where we were going. She explained to me that there was a new restaurant now in heaven, and that she'll be taking me there, and I liked the idea. When we arrived, I picked her up, and I carried her, as if we were married. Alright, good enough. I was now taking her through the threshold. We both giggled about it, and I needed to put her down when I found that Charlie, Vaggie, and another sinner was already sitting there. Oh, please tell me it's Alistair.
Please.
Oh, please. No, plot twist, it's Vox.
And Sarah Lee, the bread.
Oh my god, it's Sarah Lee, the new Overlord. Crossover. Hello, Charlie and Vaggie. Thank you for accepting our invitation, Emily greeted. No problem, Charlie responded. The Seraphim then looked back at me and gestured for me to say something to the fallen angel. Vaggie, I mumbled. Lute, she muttered back. We both sat down and Emily noticed that there was another sinner. Who is this you brought along? She asked as politely as possible. This is Cherry Bomb, she insisted on coming along because... Charlie was about to explain, but suddenly the door opened and Cherry Bomb's eyes lit up. Oh my god, it's Serpentious!
Yay! I'm still at this point, it's not Fox.
Oh, fuck. It's fine. It's Cherry Snake. It's fine.
Okay.
We all turned to see an angel snake burst through the doors and looked right at our table. Miss Bomb, she explained. Pentious! The sinner cried back and jumped out of her seat. She ran towards him and they hugged and the snake started spinning around in the air and they finally kissed. Yeah, that's the reason, Charlie finally said. Oh, okay, Emily answered. The two then sat down and started chatting to each other with Charlie and Emily. But me and Vaggie just stared up at the conversation, not that we wanted to anyway. Soon enough, a waiter came by our table and asked what we wanted to eat. Because my sandwich, I wasn't really that hungry and ended up not getting anything. But Emily insisted on getting a large pizza for everyone to have. I want a fucking pizza, dog.
Wait, you didn't eat because Emily just yanked her sandwich and threw it.
Yeah, she lost her appetite. She's like, I don't want to eat. Just out of fear that she's gonna take a bite out of it, and Emily's just gonna take it and check it out. What pizza? There is no pizza. After that, I was then able to start speaking to Cherry Bomb and somehow even Charlie, but still not Vaggie. Once everyone was finished, everyone but me, my enemy, and Cherry apparently needed to go to the bathroom, so we left alone together. There was an awkward silence until the Cyclops sinner downed her 5th bottle of alcohol and said, Alright, so Sir Pentious is super hot, right? Good enough. Me and Vaggie just bursted out laughing and then replied with, Yeah, I think you picked the wrong two people to ask if a guy was hot. Oh, you two are no fun, Cherry Bomb said with an obviously drunk voice and then waddled off. The fallen angel smiled and suddenly came to a realization. Oh wait, so you don't like boys? She then asked. Yeah, I responded. For some reason, I always thought you were going to end up with Adam, she admitted. No, I never wanted to, but I do have someone else in mind now, I answered, and then started daydreaming about the beautiful Seraphim. Oh, so you aren't dating Emily yet? Vaggie questioned. No, not yet, I muttered. There was a silence. Or at least, it wasn't until Vaggie cleared her throat and then said, Well, I think you should probably tell her soon. Wait, what? I explained. Yeah, at first, I was scared to tell Charlie how I feel, and it ended out that she liked me back. And I should have picked up on the signals earlier, she explained. And now I can tell she likes you back. My face went red as a tomato, and I had never noticed that. But she must be telling the truth. Oh, okay, I said, trying to make everything, take everything she said in. Well, thank you. No problem.
Believing your enemy?
Yeah, that's stupid as fuck.
How did you never notice that Emily was just, like, blushing?
Yeah, no, she's Lute's too stupid. Maggie replied and then pulled me into a hug. Once everyone returned from the toilets, we then ordered dessert and we all started talking to one another. It's weird how I went from not speaking with anyone to everyone in just a short period of time. I guess it's all thanks to Emily. I think it's... whatever. My bet would have been baggy, like, giving you confidence, but anyway, I guess. It's whatever, it's okay.
Cupid's chokehold. Sorry, I needed a drink.
I was like, you chugging water? I can hear it!
You just hear.
I just heard like the subtle thing of like the straw moving. And I'm like, this motherfucker's like chugging that shit.
Oh. No, I have this like huge Stanley that I carry around all day. So I actually do stay hydrated.
Yeah, me too. I see as I finally take a sip today.
Okay. Lute's POV. After arriving back to the bedroom, after finishing the food, Emily, and after finishing the food, Emily and the others, I started feeling something plague my mind. It is just that me and Emily have been through so much, yet we've never had an accidental kiss from all the time we spent together recently. And I've seen other people who are now in a relationship kiss accidentally before they get together, but why haven't we?
What?
This makes me start thinking, Emily... Sorry.
Wait, how do you fucking accidentally kiss someone? That's what? Oh, sorry, I thought you were someone else.
What? Maybe... No, like one person's laying down, the other person trips, and then their faces accidentally come together with their lips.
That's crazy.
Or yeah, you just think it's someone else.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were actually Sarah. Sorry. She walks away.
Sorry, I thought you were my dad.
I don't know how to feel about.
I just was thinking about the scene in a party tour with Blitz. Sorry, Dad. I thought. Sorry.
Sorry,
Mom,
I fucked your husband.
I thought it was your dad.
Yeah. Oopsie.
I just want to know what they look like.
Yeah.
It makes me start to think Emily doesn't have feelings for me, or maybe deep down, I don't have feelings for her. I just really want to tell her how I feel, but I don't know how to. I don't know how she will respond, or whether or not she will still want to be friends with me. Our friendship is the most important thing to me, and I don't want to risk losing it. But regardless of how scared I was ready to tell her. So next day, as soon as I woke up, I immediately flew out of my bedroom and up to Emily's room. I banged on her door, then excitedly waited to see her. When she did open it, she looked very tired and was still in her pajamas. How can you be up so early? She asked and then yawned. I looked at the clock and realized it was 5 a.m. Whoops. Sorry about that. It's just... I was about to explain, but then she interrupted me. How nice you decided to come to me on Valentine's Day. She said now fully awake. It's Valentine's Day? I exclaimed. Yeah, she said. Then I started to panic as I hadn't realized I didn't actually have anything for her at the moment. I have to go and get a present for my, crush. I shuddered loudly.
Oh my god.
Say, we could go together if you want, Emily suggested, holding out her hand. I'll be fine, but thank you. I quickly declined. With my face tomato red, I flew away, and then I decided to go to the shopping center in the middle of heaven to find something for her, but it was difficult. I had no idea what she would want, and everything was selling out fast for Valentine's Day. Despite the fact that I had known the Seraphim for years, I didn't know too much about what she really liked. I picked up a heart-shaped box of chocolates and a bouquet of roses. But then, I thought it would be too cheesy, and she would have possibly have an allergy to either, so I let another angel have them instead. For hours, I looked around all the shops carefully to find something for Emily. But I was just too stressed to think properly on what she would actually want. After I finished eating my late lunch, I then felt a vibration in my pocket. I grabbed my phone and realized that the girl that I had liked sent me a message. Emily. Hey, sorry to bother you, but you said that you wanted to meet up with me, and it's been a few hours since I last saw you, so do you still want to meet up? I started to sweat as I started to sweat as I tried to come to a decision. But because I just desperately needed to smell her lavender scent and gaze into her beautiful, pale blue eyes, I replied with, "Sure, kissy face." I have no idea how much to type an emoji like that, but I immediately started to freak out as I tried to find a way to delete it. But by the time I did, she had already read the message and replied, "Cool, see you by the gates." Huge smile emoji. My panic went away when I realized she had noticed my emoji and smiled down on her profile picture. So after that, I took my phone and flew away to the gates. When I got down there, I immediately found Emily there. She was smiling, but I couldn't wave because it seemed like she had something behind her back, which made me worry again. "Hello," I greeted. "Hi," she greeted. "Looks like you didn't end up bringing anything for her crush, huh?" "Yeah," I sighed. "But I do have something I must tell you." She looked at me in a way she looked at me in a way that showed me she had my full attention. But when I tried to open my mouth and speak, no words came out. I so desperately wanted to tell her how I felt, but Cupid had a chokehold on me, not letting me tell her my love. I was so tired of this, tired of the way love makes me feel, tired of the butterflies in my stomach making it so hard to speak. So with that, I broke free and kissed her. The moment was so passionate. As we locked lips, it felt like magic. Her lips were so smooth, and I wish I could stay in this position forever, but quickly after I pushed back. Both of our faces went red all over with embarrassment. But for the first time ever, I was the one to break the ice. So what I've been trying to say for a while is, I love you, I admitted. Her face was so mesmerized from when we kissed, that when she hadn't been paying attention, but her reply made it feel like she had been listening the whole time. I love you too, she stuttered, grinning awkwardly. So, can we be girlfriends? I asked. Yeah, she responded. So with that, we both hugged, happy to finally be together after all of this time.
Fucking finally, holy shit.
Hey, we got 2 chapters left.
And my Wattpad doesn't want to load it, let's go! Allies and the same... Oh my god, is someone gonna be homophobic towards them? Please let that happen.
Oh my god, is Lilith gonna appear again?
Oh my god, and she's like, ew, lesbians, the fuck? Wait till she finds out her own daughter is dating a woman.
You're gay?
No, Mom, I'm bisexual, we went over this. So you're gay?
Yeah. Yeah, gay.
Oh my god, it's like the Mox Crimson. Dad, I'm bisexual. Yeah, gay. For fuck's sake. Alright, Emily's POV. Yesterday was definitely the best day of my life. I'm so glad Valentine's Day managed to bring me and Lute so close to the point that we're dating now. It all feels like a dream come true. Anyway, once I got home, I decided to do a lot of research on what we should do now that we're girlfriends. And there was this one thing that was playing around my mind. Okay. Oh, apparently down in the human world, couples out of the same gender need to come out. This is really confusing since I'm not in a closet and don't see the need as why I need to come out to anyone about whatever sexuality is. This is beautiful.
She's so innocent.
Yeah, it's like it's oh fuck. There's this one favorite like TikTok creator that they basically do like this cosplay of like a rich woman that doesn't know a lot of thing about like standard things that me and you do and whatnot. And so they're like they're just like I've never heard this Papa John's before, but my assistant said they are really good. And I never like just going after like common folk things like I'm not sure what this is, but it was delectable. Despite this though, I still decided to take the "Am I gay?" test and told me that I was bisexual. I don't quite understand the meaning, but decided to just go along with it and plan my date out for the next day. When I woke up, I immediately flew out of my bed and all the way to Lute's bedroom. I knocked on the door, and as soon as she opened it, we hugged and we started to stare into each other's eyes lovingly. "Hi, beautiful. How are you?" Lute asked, using finger guns. I was so taken aback and flustered by this set. I didn't want to mess my interaction up. I'm good, my love. How are you? Great, she explained. She replied. So, what are we doing today? Well, last night I've done a lot of research and decided that today I'm coming out. I announced. What? Lou questioned, her face showing that she was clearly puzzled. I heard that there is a tradition for people under the LGBTQIA. Oh my god, there is! I'm the A! Let's go! Plus umbrella. To come out of the closet, go out to those closest to them about not liking the opposite gender and identifying as the same gender at birth, I explained. I don't understand what the hell any of that means, but I don't think that applies to us, my girlfriend responds. Besides, we're angels, not humans. Look, besides, I'm gonna tell Sarah we're together, I announced. What? She exclaimed. I could see that she was shaken from fear, but I put my hands on her shoulders and smiled sympathetically. It'll be fine. I'll be right beside you, and I hope you do the same for me, I said in a soothed voice. Lute nodded and gave me a small, loop-side smile. After that, we both held hands, and we went to the breakfast hall for more fucking sandwiches. I had arranged this with Sarah last night, so we can do this as soon as possible. When we arrived, anxiety began to kick in. I was so worried she would disapprove of me being with Lute and try to split us up. This then got to a point where I started to hyperventilate. Are you good? Lute asked, third flowing through her words. I'm sure I'll be fine. I stuttered. You good? We walked up to the table and found that the only person there was Sarah. She smiled at me and in a way that reassured me. Good morning, Emily and Lute. She greeted us. How are both of you today? I'm great, me and my girlfriend said in unison. Sarah chuckled, and both me and Lute laughed nervously. So, what did you want to talk to me about? Higher Seraphim asked, raising an eyebrow of concern. I started to feel myself sweat and start to breathe heavily again as I tried to think of what to say. Lute held my hand tight and gave me a warm smile. And instantly I felt so calm. Well, the thing is, I said, is that I have a girlfriend. Oh wow, who is it? Sarah questioned. The beautiful girl sitting right next to me, I said, pointing at Lute. And then that's what her face drops. Like, I'm fine with you being gay. You can't date Lute.
Yeah, she's kind of toxic.
Yeah. Have you seen her? The Seraphim didn't respond straight away, which started to worry me. I worried for years that one day I would disappoint Sarah, and was now thinking today was the day. Well, just know that I'm happy for you, Sarah said, smiling. Thank you, I replied, smiling back. And Lute, make sure you take care of her, Sarah commanded. I'll do my best, ma'am, Lute responded instantly and gave us a Lute, which made me giggle. With that, all three of us decided to eat our breakfast. Me and Lute shared a sandwich. And after that, I gifted her another to make up for the one I threw away before. What does she do? Like, she gives it to her and then fucking takes it again and chucks it out the window. I need that to be the running gag of...
This is the best plot point I've ever seen.
Yeah,
Just
like...
Emily yanking a sandwich and throwing it.
No, I can see with, like, other things. Like, Lute, like, has, like, a nice little, like a baked good, like a little pastry. She's sitting on the bench. She's about to eat it. Emily happens to be walking by, fucking sprints up to her, steals the pastry, and chucks it off.
Oh my god, please.
Like nothing happened.
Please, writer, we need that.
Yeah, I need someone to animate that of just stealing shit and throwing it. This gets to a point that like Lute like has to like watch like every single corner just so they can eat in peace.
And then Emily just flies up and just grabs it.
Yeah, oh fuck, you know like that one meme was like POV doing playing Five Nights at Freddy's Night 7 and it's like them flipping down like the monitor and checking the size and shit. That's gonna be Lute. Lute checking for Emily so they can eat this.
It's amazing.
Once we finished, I was about to stand up when Sarah's sudden voice made me halt. There's something I wanted to quickly say to, she said briskly. I sat back down and looked at her. What is it? I have a girlfriend too, Sarah announced. My jaw immediately dropped, but then Lute put it back up for me. Who is it? My girlfriend asked. Sarah looked at her left and smiled, so we looked too. Right there was Lilith entering into the hall. This would be beside the Seraphim. I started gritting my teeth at the sight of her. Meet my girlfriend, the lovely Lilith, Sarah said, and then kissed her on the cheek. Hi, Lilith, I muttered. Oh, Emily, it's nice. It's lovely to see you, Lilith agreed in a delightful voice, much to my shock. You really think so? I questioned, raising an eyebrow. I'm so sorry what happened a few days ago. The Queen of Hell apologized. I really hope that by taking care of whatever. Sarah, forgive me. Fucking gave up. I guess so. I muttered. So what do you think about us being together? Sarah asked. I guess I can learn to accept it, I answered. And that's all I asked, she responded. Hope you have a lovely rest of your day. The same day here, I replied. The four of us got up and hugged each other goodbye before exiting the hall. As we only were out, she suddenly hugged me and began spinning around. You were incredible, she exclaimed. No, you were incredible, I corrected her. I love you so much, Lute said, leaning in close to me. I love you even more, I replied, leaning in closer. We then both interlocked lips and kissed. Despite how lovely the last one was, it was even more enchanting and magical. One that I treasure along with many of our other wholesome moments I was to make her in the eyes in the years to come.
Oh my god, what the gosh, doesn't that make Emily Charlie's
Oh my god, that's crazy. This is a weird fuck
Wait, no, that would make them cousin.
Yeah, that would make Sarah like Charlie's stepmom. poor fucking Lucifer.
He doesn't even know that this is happening.
He just got cocked and doesn't even realize.
He's just over here sitting in hell playing with his ducks.
Yeah. It's just like, don't worry, my husband will never know. Alright, happily ever the last chapter!
Yippee! Heavenly ever after. Is this gonna be happy chapter?
It fucking better be. Can you imagine everything with the shit there? Like, yeah, we split up like a month ago.
3 years later, everyone just broke up.
Yeah, Adam's back.
As the years went by, Lute and Emily became closer as both friends and lovers. The Exorcist later on resigned from her job and made the law for the extermination to no longer happen. And since then, many sinners have managed to redeem themselves. The Seraphim took over Sarah's job when she went into retirement and was now technically the boss of everyone, but her bubbly side never went away. Together, they shared more hug, kisses, and lovely moments with each other, and that's what all led up to this very day.
They're getting married?
God, I'm gonna scream if they break up.
No, they're gonna get married. That's what they're gonna do.
Okay. Also, isn't God the boss of everyone? Or is there no God here?
There is no God. No, God appears in season 4 of Hazard Hotel.
Yeah. God, we're not going to see God for another 20 years.
Yeah. What? Oh my God, you're right. When are we getting Jesus?
Yeah, where's Jesus?
Yeah. Why is Jesus? How is Jesus?
Why is Gamora?
Who's Gamora? What is Gamora?
Lute's POV. After finishing on my black suit and bow tie, I then looked in the mirror with anxiety started to grow on me. I was starting to worry I wouldn't be good enough for my bride, and then maybe this is all a mistake. Maybe I just wasn't worthy. But suddenly I heard the door of my dressing room open, and in the reflection, I saw Vaggie. Over the years, we've managed to rekindle our friendship, and because of how close we are now, I made her and her wife chief bridesmaids. Are you starting to doubt yourself? My best friend asked in a sympathetic tone. I turned around while avoiding her gaze. I nodded shyly. Well, you'll be alright. Besides, it was Emily to bend down on one knee to propose. It was only because I lost the box with the with the ring in it. And then she somehow found it while going to the toilet. I exclaimed. We both burst out laughing, and then quickly after I smiled at her before saying, "Thank you for everything, Vaggie." "Thank you too. Now go marry her," she replied and pumped a fist in the air with determination. I followed her out of the changing room, and then, with a deep breath, I walked down the aisle and waited patiently. After a few minutes, I turned around to see Emily walk down the aisle in the most elegant and beautiful wedding dress ever. It was glittery and sparkly and had small blue stars on it. After Sarah walked her down the aisle, me and my bride held hands. And then we turned to see a crystal ball shine and then a hologram of Adam appear.
What?
Me and some of the greatest minds of heaven and hell managed to work together to restore Adam, but couldn't bring him back as I wasn't willing to fall. But it didn't matter because at least I could see him again. After he finished clearing his artificial throat, he began to speak. Hello and welcome all. Thank you for attending the wedding of Emily and Lute. Everyone clapped and he continued to say his speech. We did our initial vows and they came to the best part. Lute, you may kiss your bride. Adam told me and softly smiled. But before I even could, Emily launched herself at me and we both kissed. I held her tightly and then spun around in the air as we did so. Every moment of this wedding could be considered as the best moment. And that's all because I got to spend it with my lovely wife, Emily. The best thing that could have ever happened to me.
Oh, okay. At least it ended on a happy ending, I guess.
Yeah, yippee.
You know what?
Emily's the boss of... Yeah, and hey, there's not as many writing errors.
Mm-hmm.
The only issue is Alistair didn't come back. We didn't push him off the edge.
Yeah. That's where the points, like negative points, come in. It's just like, yeah, we didn't get to push Alistair off of a cloud and kill him again. Womp womp.
Yeah.
Dude, this was was good. I'm sad
Yeah, I
that it's
really
over.
loved it. It was so cute.
I'm gonna be really upset if we don't get a Vox X reader and we get fucking Emily X Alistair.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah, you found it!
I know.
Anyway, final thoughts on this book?
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah. I
It was
love
adorable.
I love that Luke got over her homophobia and became gay. That was pretty cool.
Yep. And Emily found out what being gay is.
Yeah, she found out what coming out was and his sexuality. I felt seen right there.
Coming out quiz. Am I gay?
Everyone's taken that before. I'm surprised it was like, yeah, actually you're bisexual.
Actually, I haven't taken one ever.
You need to do it right now. What if that shit come out like, yeah, you're straight. Get out. Get out. Leave.
I don't want to see you anymore.
I gotta go my own way. Alright, you ready to spin this fucking wheel?
No.
Alright, good answer, good answer.
Please be good to me.
Alright. I'm hoping for the Vox X reader, obviously, and that fucking, like, my alpha reclaim people.
I went with the same stuff and Veroska X Reader.
Alright. Please, please, please,
Come on.
please. No. No.
No.
No. No. No. Subtle foreshadowing.
How did you guess it?
I don't wanna. You can't make me.
I'm afraid of this book.
How long is that book?
It is a total of 106 parts.
106. Oh my god.
With a total time of 12 hours and 39 minutes. It has 34,000 views.
Oh god, what have we done? Should we cut this out?
Just like, yeah, we didn't. Yeah, we just
Yeah, we're spinning like nothing happened.
Yeah.
Nah, I'll bite the bullet. We'll read it.
Yeah. This is one of our crack ships. It's time to dig into it.
Yeah.
Just gotta get the hazmat suit on.
Yeah, this reminds me of the fucking... Well, fuck, it was like a really popular crack ship. It was like Elsa from Frozen and then Jack Frost from the Guardian movie.
Look, I've seen a ship of Rapunzel and Mavis.
Yeah, me too!
Wait, is that a book? Hold on.
Oh my god, is it?
Hold on, Rapunzel X Mavis. That's not how do you spell like is that Mavis? I guess that's how you spell Mavis.
I don't know.
Oh no, I'll figure it out.
Alright. Alright, we're gonna read Emily X Alistair, I guess. Alright. I feel like that one song that Octavia plays is like, my whole world's burning down around me. I feel that right now with this book.
Yes. Please, just...
I hope it's at least good. I can excuse the crack ship if it's good, you know?
Watch this be our favorite book.
Yeah, it's like, it takes over first place in the Vox X Reader. We're just sitting there like, what the fuck?
And everyone's just... This is the... Have they lost it?
Yeah, the woman was too stunned to speak. Oh god, well, thanks for joining, Lego, I appreciate it.
You're welcome. I'm scared.
Me too. We won't have to be scared any longer. We'll find out next week what's gonna go on.
Please.
But, yeah, Lego's links, plural this time, are gonna be in the description, so go check out all that shit. I don't know what's in there, though. There's a Twitch. I know that 100%. It'd be weird that the Twitch wasn't there.
Yeah, there's no weird links there.
Yeah.
You can trust them all.
Yeah, it doesn't go to getfreeram.com.
Yeah, it goes there.
Yeah, that's where I get all my
No,
RAM.
it has early access to the next 3 seasons of Hazbin Hotel.
Oh my god. Oh my god, you're the hacker that did that?
Yeah, I'm the hacker who did that.
That's crazy. You know, I got spoiled for every single plot point that
Oh my god, same.
I watched the whole 9-minute scene.
Oh,
And I gotta keep that shit to myself.
I know, that's the thing I'm struggling with is like, I want to talk to somebody about this.
How about we talk about it with each other after I end this recording?
Yeah, we could talk to it.
Yeah, just to get it off our chest. It feels weird having all this shit.
We've had it for the past 6 months.
Yeah. You know what's really funny? When I see, like, YouTubers, like, do shorts or videos explaining, like, what they theorize is gonna happen in Season 2, and I'm like, well, we're just gonna have to see. Sitting
But look,
there, like,
half of them probably know already.
yeah, they had to play it off like, yeah, I totally do not know anything. In the background, they already have, like, the scripts done for that shit.
Like 3 years in advance. Okay, now we're ready.
Yeah, like the Alistair Soul thing, as soon as that video comes up, like the one that mentions who owns his soul, that video's gonna come up like 2 minutes later. Fully edited, like with the little like graphic things and like a professional thumbnail. Oh god. We got off topic.
We're just making our own fictions about YouTuber.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's a playlist on screen with the other Wattpad book club readings that we've done in the past, including with Lego. There's other people's, so go check that out. And also on screen is the last Wattpad book club reading that was uploaded, so go check that out if you haven't already. Lego, final thoughts?
No.
Alright, good. Well, anyway, my name is Phoenix, that was Lego, and I guess we'll see you guys next time. Bye!
I guess.